Hello, and happy Sunday to all of my Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your timeless reading. Again, happy Sunday to each one of you, Aquarius. Let's get right into your reading. The energy has already been cleared. Hopefully you all are creating space for a drama-free day. Hopefully you're setting your intentions. Yes, intentions are very, very important. And then also putting the action behind it. Ooh, very nice, Aquarius. All right. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what these cards have to say. All right, Aquarius. So let's go. All right. We have the Empress card. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the King of Cups. Somebody is doubting their spiritual gifts. Here we have, like I said, the King of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Chariot card. And we have the Eight of Cups. So there is a lot of emotions going on here. There's a lot of emotion. And what I'm seeing here is that where you all are, and remember these messages are timeless. Where I see you are right now is that somebody's about to give birth to something amazing. Somebody is in this final chapter, this final stage of about to give birth. This is a rebirth for you. And depending on your level of nervousness, this could be an easy rebirth or it could be something that's really, really, really challenging. So what I'm looking at here, what I'm seeing somebody do is sail away from the depth of the emotions for people who have harmed you in the past. I mean, really just sailing away from it, just recognizing that, hey, we are not other people's gods, that we are not responsible for how quickly they evolved or how slowly they evolve. Just know that everybody's evolving, right? So again, I see you all forgiving people who have hurt you in the past. This is what I'm seeing right here, Aquarius. Just saying, I'm releasing all of that. This is the final chapter. I'm about to go into a new stage of my life, right? I need to really get serious about my gifts, my spiritual gifts. A lot of you all are empaths and have really been just kind of sort of saying, no, I don't believe I've been having these premonitions. I experienced deja vu. I know that I'm all the clairs, clairvoyant, sentient, audient, so on and so forth, etc. And I've been really scared about this. I've been really, really nervous about it. But what I'm saying for you, Aquarius, is that I do see somebody speaking things into existence and like, oh my God, first it's going to scare a couple of you all. Say, oh my God, I can't believe this. Your intuition is extremely heightened. It was the emotions that were sort of getting in the way. But let me add a different spin to this, Aquarius, because this is the download that I'm getting coming through. Instead of looking at it as like, okay, I was over emotional, this is also the depth of your creativity, the depth of your intuition. So you know how, we know that words have power, right? So instead of saying, well, I'm not sure, or just kind of sort of stepping into a situation with doubt, I see a lot of you all going boldly before the universe and saying, I'm speaking this new job into existence. I'm speaking this relationship into existence. I'm speaking some things into existence. What I'm also seeing for you all, Aquarius, is that somebody was married to somebody and they had kids with that person. And that person hurt them bad. And not only that person, ran a smear campaign. They got as many people as possible to just try to rip you to shreds. And you were just so disappointed. You said, you know what? I'm not even going to fight this. I'm going to sail away from this emotion. I'm going to sail away from them. It was almost like, see, first of all, they were operating in fear. Just so somebody knows, they were operating in fear because of what you already know. Remember, you are the I know sign, right? And as open-minded as you all are, as a humanitarian as you are, as creative, as free-spirited, intellectual, progressive, independent, unique, friendly, powerful, original as you all are, this is how you know just how powerful you all really are, Aquarius, because it's like the people that you've done things for, that you would have given your last dime to, they went into fear mode. Like, okay, I know Aquarius knows all of these things about me. So let me see if I can just like let me get to the let me try to destroy them at a cellular level. I mean, seriously, that's what they were doing. I mean, it was horrible. Some of the things that some of the people said, your own family, some of your own family did it. But again, I see a lot of you all saying, you know what, I'm disappointed, but let me sail away from this. So I do see you giving birth to a new life. Okay, I do see you giving a birth to a whole new life. Some of you all have completely walked away from certain family members, like core family members, and you don't want to have anything to do with them. Some of you all may have even thought about changing your last name or changing, like I said, a rebirth has occurred. You know how sometimes when people go through a rebirth, they do things like cut their hair. They take on a new name because they're reborn, right? This is what I'm seeing for a lot of you all. And I'm seeing you learn how to control your emotions through meditation, by spending time near water, tapping into your crown chakra, right? For that clarity, focusing on healing, right? Just like this amethyst resonates with your crown chakra. So I see you forgiving all of those people. This is the rose quartz right here. I see you forgiving all of those people, but I do not ever see you going backwards. I don't see you going back to your ex. I don't see you going back to certain family members. I don't see you reconnecting with certain friends, because those and how you're determining it, Aquarius, is they went too far. You all are one of the signs that can hold people's secrets, and that's what makes you all so powerful, because people really assume that you're going to run around and just tell everybody's stories, when that's not even how you all are wired, to run around and just blab about everybody's life and gossip and all of that. You all really can keep a secret, Aquarius, but some people are so scared and so nervous that just your one lie, just telling the truth about just one thing about a person is going to completely destroy all the lies that they have told about you. So they gotta try to flip it and make it seem like, oh, you know, Aquarius is a liar, they're this and they're that, and so on and so forth. But let me tell you, this is what, again, is coming through. A lot of you all are starting to understand that even with all the smear campaigns, half of the people that they ran smear told certain things about you, don't even believe them. They're like, we know this person is a liar. So, you know, they lie about everything. They just create stuff. They just make up stuff. But the fact that you're not going back, Aquarius, this is what I'm seeing right here. The fact that you're not going back, somebody was so deeply disappointed. I mean, just completely heartbroken. Like, wow, I can't believe my ex would do this. Wow, I can't believe my own family would do this. Just wow, I cannot believe it. The sooner you start looking at people, like I said, and sailing away from the depth of the emotion, some of you all have been, you know, sad and depressed over certain things that people did to you. For the number 6 is really prevalent, just like this pregnant woman is shaped like the number 6. Somebody knew that you were, it was something. Okay, let me slow it down for a second, Aquarius. Somebody was on their journey of giving birth so many times, but because somebody was actually afraid of giving birth to their business. They were afraid of giving birth to a new relationship. They were afraid of giving birth to something successful, things that you've asked for. It's almost like a person said, it's almost like, you know, when I look at these cards for you, Aquarius, somebody said, you know what, I want that job, but then boom, the universe shifted things around to move somebody out of that position so that you could just fall right into place. And some of you all have sabotaged it, right? Because this is when I say sabotage, some of it unknowingly, sometimes knowingly. Some of you all have, as soon as, let's say, a position became available for you all, and you could just slide right in. All you needed to do is talk to one person. Here comes somebody as a test to distract you, to see how focused you really were going to be. Inside, somebody was nervous, so they decided, well, let me. This is a healthy distraction. I just met this new person, only for that person to be the complete and total opposite of what you thought they were going to be. So you allowed the position to fall by the wayside. So you allowed this to fall by the wayside, that to fall by the wayside. But where you are, Aquarius, like I said, a lot of you all are looking back. This is why you're not turning back around. A lot of you all are looking back over your lives and saying, I remember, I know exactly what it was. Every single time I was about to give birth to something, here comes the test to see if I was going to stay focused. So somebody had, you know, your business was going, like you had a schedule set. I'm going to be doing this on this day, this day, this day, this day. Then a new person comes into your life, and all of a sudden you kind of scale back on your schedule, right? I'm going to study for this test. I'm going to school for this. Soon as a new person comes into your life, the whole schedule just goes out of the window because all of the attention is on that. And so what you did in the past for some of you all was really just kind of sort of make somebody else your God. That's what was happening here when I look at your cards, Aquarius. But again, guess what? Those people that ran a smear campaign, just your actions alone. See how this person, let me show you something. Okay, see how this person's mouth is closed? You could have destroyed them with the truth, but you didn't. You said, you know what? I'm going to take the high road. My intuition is telling me to take the high road on this one. Now these people right here that gave you the sword to cut them out of your life want to come back. They're asking about you, sitting around having a conversation. Has anybody talked to Aquarius? Where's Aquarius? What's going on with Aquarius? Like I said, you sailed away and you are never coming back. When I say never, when people say never, you are never returning to this. Never. They burned you for one last time. And unfortunately, Aquarius, that's what was needed, because again, somebody was taking the humanitarian. It's not even that you were taking it too far. It's just that you were overgiving. And so now you know, okay, I'm only going to give to people who are open and ready to receive. I'm not forcing my love onto people. I'm just not forcing it. So in the past, somebody was burned so bad by an ex, somebody you could have been married to, whether you were married in business or whether it was a romantic marriage, or even both. Somebody was burned so bad in the past, Aquarius, that somebody said, "Oh no, I'm never going to do that again." But now your heart is starting to open back up. Now you're starting to see exactly what it was. Is that part of it was that you were afraid of success. You were speaking into existence, and boom, depending on when it happened, it could have happened. You know how I always say to people, be careful of what you pray for, because you just might get it, right? So this is where this kept happening. Somebody said, okay, I want to be a singer. Boom. Somebody gave you an opportunity to be on stage. Here comes the test. Here comes a new person. Okay. Self-sabotage. It was like self-sabotage all over the place, right? And people kept coming into your life. They were being sent as a test. That's what I want you all to recognize, Aquarius, looking at your card. People were sent as a test to see if you're really ready to give birth, right? Now you are. Now you are. So what I'm also seeing too is that I see somebody's soulmate coming into their lives, right? So soulmate could be a best friend, it could be a romantic interest, it could be anybody that's coming into your life. But I see you doing things very, very, very differently now, Aquarius, than you did in the past, right? So remember, age does not necessarily equate to wisdom. It doesn't equate to a wisdom. So it doesn't matter what age you are. When you learn it, it was supposed to be when you were supposed to learn it. Here we have the Three of Cups. This has been quite a journey for somebody, like in nurturing yourself, like mothering yourselves. This Chariot card is attached to Cancer. Somebody needed to mother themselves, and that was part of it. Is like you may have had. What I'm also seeing, Aquarius, is that somebody may have not had the best relationship with their own mother, and believe it or not, and I'm talking to men and women, Aquarius. Somebody was looking for that mothering energy, that nurturing energy in all of your relationships. That's what you were looking for. You were almost looking for somebody to nurture you. Like it almost came across to some people that you were needy. It came across to some people that you were moody. It came across, but when actually what it is that you're highly intuitive. You pick up on energy so well, Aquarius. And so this is what's going to really help guide you through this. So no, the level that you're on right now, Aquarius, is that this is what I'm saying, you stepping into your own identity and your own light. The beautiful thing about you being an Aquarius is that you're ruled by two planets, Saturn, which is the planet of maturity, discipline, and responsibility. And you're also ruled by the planet Uranus, right? Uranus is the planet that makes you unique, like how you adapt to sudden change, how you adapt to breakthroughs, how you adapt to exploration and progressive ideas, Aquarius. So all these messages that are coming through the planet Mercury right here, this planet Mercury is letting you know, okay, when to speak and when to just sit back and listen and process the information. Again, this is really about balance. This right here, this chariot and this magician card is really about balance. When you sit back, and you don't have to say I know to everything, because you all are the I know sign. When somebody's trying to tell you something, just sit back and listen. People will tell on themselves, Aquarius, and this is what you're starting to realize. That's why somebody was so shocked, because you were like, okay, I know. But what was really happening is that universe was trying to teach you, stop talking, Aquarius. Let people show you who they are. You only need a couple of moon cycles just to see exactly who people are, so you can see them create, so that you can see a pattern of behavior here. Somebody is at their highest selves now, right? Yes, somebody is at their higher selves of learning. And so from now on, when you recognize this energy, because somebody was married to this in business, somebody was married to this romantically, someone who is very, very, very manipulative and very, very, very dangerous. And because let me just show you something, Aquarius. Because you sailed away from a person who went to their absolute lowest selves, Aquarius, just to get back at you, just to hurt you, you already know what they're capable of. So yes, they want to come back in energetically. This is somebody's mother who wants to come back in energetically, and you're saying, nope, I'm walking away from this permanently. This is somebody's ex-romantic interest who wants to come back into your life, and you're saying, nope, because you went just too far. I mean, there's one thing that says, okay, it was, the fact is that you were quiet, right? This is the thing, right? What happened, like I said, where's the card? When you started to really see, because it needed to happen. It needed to be like that one last blowtorch burn. It could have been from an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It could have been from any sign, right? But for you, like I said, you disappointingly just sailed away. You didn't even fight back. You said, you know what? Enough is enough. I saw a pattern of behavior here. I would have never gone that low with you. You could have called me. You could have talked to me. You did not have to go that low, but that's okay. Because not only did they lie, they added some more into it and made such a juicy, sensational story for the people to just be distracted from their own lives, Aquarius, that again, these people, they want to come back into your space. But no, here comes this right here, your soulmate, right? That person that you thought was your soulmate could have been a old best friend. It could have been a romantic interest. It could have been somebody even on your job that you really, really befriended. But again, nope. Remember I said before, somebody was looking for some kind of nurturing energy, some kind of mothering energy, right? And, really, there's so much information that's being downloaded into my spirit right now. So really what it is, we also have the Queen of Cups, right? I'm seeing that you and your mother are highly, highly intuitive. Like it came from a maternal side, like your grandmother, it came from your mother's side of the family. This is what I'm seeing. The spiritual gifts came from your mother's side of the family. But I want you to walk through a couple of dimensions with me with this, Aquarius. It came from your mother's side of the family. Your grandmother was gifted. Great grandmother was gifted. But you ever talk to a person, Aquarius, that they're so, sometimes you may have heard this in church, that somebody is so heavenly minded that they are of no earthly good. They are so gifted, they're just like they're walking around and just with their heads in the clouds. But you needed them to be a mother. You needed them to be maternal energy here in this realm for you. And they just were not that. Like their mind was just like you were talking to a person who is just like, so spiritually gifted, you had to sift through it. But see, as a child, you don't know that you have to sift through that information. Right now, somebody is kind of going back and listening to some things that their mother or grandmother may have, so specifically their mother, because that's the energy that's really coming out real strong. That somebody's mother was saying something to them, and you're able to sift through the information and you appreciate the gift, but it still doesn't take away the fact that now you're learning how to mother yourself. Because somebody really needed some nurturing energy as a child and just didn't get it. They just didn't get it. Somebody needed their mother to teach them certain things. I'm talking to men too, men and women, Aquarius. Somebody really needed them to, whether it was teaching you how to date, whether it was teaching you about your cycles, and I'm talking about men and women have cycles. It was you needed that divine feminine energy in your life. You needed somebody to tell you, hey, you don't always have to say, I know, I know, I know. It's okay to just sit back and just be in receiving mode. Like you needed somebody to kind of, help you navigate through this life as a child. So, but again, what I'm saying now is that you're recognizing, while you appreciate where the gift comes from, again, you still have to save yourselves, and you still have to protect your gift. And you still have to know, I need to be present myself. I can't just be talking out of my head, expecting people to just sift through my spiritual gifts. I need to join the realm so I can have conversation. It's like a person who is, like I said, living in two different worlds. You just kind of have to come in and out. So when you're talking to people, now you're able to explain it in such lay terms, Aquarius, that they get it, they understand. And so people are going to start really respecting the fact that, respecting your gift. Like, okay, Aquarius is not crazy. This is when I told you that you all are light years ahead of people. And now you're not, this is on another level. I mean, so this is on a whole nother level. This is a healed Aquarius. That's what I'm saying. You all are sailing away from people in this dimension who have hurt you to protect your gift. And you're not looking at the physical body. You're looking at the spiritual body, and how, because somebody has been grieving for so long, coming out of that space of grieving. You're like, okay, I know my ex is thinking about me. I know this relative is thinking about me. I know this person who did me wrong is thinking about me, but I would never, ever, ever let them back into my space because of how damaging it was. But trust when I tell you, one of the things that the person said is that you were stalking them, that you were, that you just couldn't let them go, that they broke your heart, and you were just too needy, you were too clingy. That was part of their game. But then when they recognize, once an Aquarius is done, an Aquarius is completely done, as if you don't even exist anymore. Now they have egg on their face trying to say, okay, well, let me see if I can go back and see if I can make this right, and see if I can manipulate Aquarius this time. But what they weren't counting on is your healing and your forgiveness, right? They weren't counting on that. They weren't counting on self-love. They weren't counting on you snapping out of it and saying, okay, yeah, you did what you did. But as far as I'm concerned, maybe I needed that lesson. But can you come back in my life? Nope. You have completely removed yourself from the equation. You don't care what they say. If they try to do something, physically do something to you, yes, you're going to get law enforcement involved, but like I said, I don't even see anything happening to you. That's how divinely protected you are. Somebody has a guardian angel watching over you, just telling you which is okay, don't go to this store. This is your guardian angel. Don't go to this store. Don't talk about this. Don't do that. When a negative thought comes across your mind about what they did to you, change the channel, Aquarius. That's how quick, like, stuff is just coming to you like, oh my God. That's how highly intuitive and gifted you all are, starting to understand. But you're understanding where the gift came from. Unfortunately, that for somebody's mother had, like, they were so, heavenly bound, or they just was of no earthly good. They were not in this dimension mentally to even help you right through this. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So right now you should be thinking expansion. I see your business expanding. I see your money expanding. I see everything that you're asking for expanding. And it's going to feel like time slowed down, Aquarius, so that you could catch up and figure this thing out. So you haven't lost out on any time, and you haven't lost out on any money at all, Aquarius. None at all. I'm telling you, watch. This message is timeless. So take what resonates with you, Aquarius. Again, you know that this is a general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. Please schedule on my calendar. If you're interested in a personal reading, meditation exposes your brain to a less active state, and through repeated exposure, your brain adapts to that stillness and silence. Yes. Also, we have I am still, I am silent, I am alive and well. That's right. That's right. I'm telling you, there are some people, Aquarius, who really, really did you wrong, because in their mind, they figured, okay, Aquarius knows this, that, and the other about me. So let me see if I can destroy their reputation before they destroy mine. Because all you had to do was say one thing and it would have just completely destroyed them. But you said, nope. You're going to see what taking the high road really, really looks like. You did everything you could possibly do to kill my spirit, to destroy my gift. That's what they were trying to do. That's what they were sent to do. But look, when you look at this, Aquarius, over the years, the test was sent to see if you were really ready. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. The test, all these tests that you all kept going through over time after time after time, they were really sent to see if you were really ready to give birth to these gifts that you have. But again, somebody got right to the edge about to give birth and they were like, nope, let me push this baby back in, this gift back in. I'm talking to men and women because I'm not really sure if I want to share my gift with the world. They look like somebody, like I said, self-sabotage, right? You're looking at the bigger picture. This right here, Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, is Sagittarius is ruling planet. So again, somebody like I said, somebody is really kind of sort of, it's this warmth in you, Aquarius, after kind of sort of coming back and just being able to float between realms. There's this warmth in you, there's this fire up under you that's just keeping you warm, saying, okay, you know what? I'm opening my heart to this. I'm opening my heart to that. I'm not going to just check out mentally. I'm getting ready to, speak some things into existence. The beautiful thing about the beautiful thing about looking at the bigger picture is that this is your gift of sight. Somebody can see themselves giving birth this time. Somebody can see themselves sharing the gift with the whole world, whether it's through the World Wide Web. Well, that will be one of the ways, through the World Wide Web. But I see somebody literally learning how to protect their gifts. I don't see you now being afraid of marriage in a business sense or in a romantic sense. I see you just carefully taking your time, asking more questions, because again, the ultimate goal is to protect your gifts. So you're not just sitting there just telling everybody everything about you. You're taking the time to slow down and just listen to what they're saying. But this time you're listening and seeing with your spiritual ears and your spiritual eyes. Brow chakra completely activated. You see things from a God level of clarity. You're a very compassionate person. I see somebody saying, a very nice person, but it's not the person for me. I can see how nice this person, I can see why this person could have some friends, but I don't think that they would qualify as a friend in my definition. Like, I see you all being very selective about who and what you're allowing in your space, Aquarius. This is really, really nice. I love this spread for you because those messages are coming through. But again, you all are in listening mode. You all are in receiving mode. You know exactly when to speak and exactly when to listen, because that's going to tell you everything you need to know. But this is what I have for you, Aquarius. So yes, take your time to decide and be moving forward into this new chapter of your life that you're about to give birth to, and focus on what do you want to give duty and responsibility to, because now it's takeoff time, Aquarius. That is what I have for you. I hope you continue having a fantastic day. I know that you will, because that is the intention you set. Bye.